Welcome back, everyone. We have an update from Intellabridge Technology Corp. It trades on the CSE under the symbol KASH and on the OTCQB under the symbol KASHF and on the FSE under the symbol KASH. It's a fintech company in the business of impact finance whose product, Karma, has a mission to make every transaction have a positive impact on the world through cashback solutions and automated customizable donations to charitable organizations. Happy to have John Eagleton, CEO, back on the conference for an update. Welcome, John.
Thanks, Liz. Good afternoon, everyone. So we are a public company, so there will be some forward-looking statements in the presentation. Yeah, so the company's Intellabridge. The product is Karma, and as Liz said, our product allows our customers and the customers of financial institutions to have a positive social and environmental impact. Our product's really about fintech for good. So as a fintech company, we have built a cash forward rewards program. So this is really unique in the marketplace. And what it allows customers to do is to earn cash back at thousands of merchants and then donate that cash back to causes and charities that they care about. Our mission is to make every transaction have a positive impact, and you'll see how that works. For those of you who haven't seen this presentation before, I'll give you a brief introduction, and then I'd like to get into some exciting developments we have on the B2B side. So we are building one of the most comprehensive networks of cashback. So right now we have about 14,000 merchants in the platform. A lot of those are national merchants like Gap, Lyft, Disney, entertainment type of merchants, stores, shopping. So we cover a broad spectrum of merchants. That network is growing. We're expecting to have over 500,000 unique offers as we add more merchants and more partnerships. So cashback rates up to 20%, and we will be offering discounts up to 50%. So very strong value proposition for customers. Now customers can either keep the cashback or they can donate it, and the core of our platform is really around donations. So we're partnered with Benevity. Benevity works with the Gates Foundation and other Fortune 500 companies. They have about over 1 million charities in their database. So this can be any 501c3 nonprofit in the United States. So it can be the traditional charity that you think about, or it could be, the Firefighters Association or the youth sports clubs, allowing people to donate really to anything that they want. But the platform is really built around the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So climate action, ocean protection, poverty, homelessness, education, health, and so on. So we have two product lines. One is our B2C product, which we just launched about 6 weeks ago. That's Karma Card for individuals. We're the first company to offer this type of impact neobanking product. This allows individuals to get pick a card like a cause card like Ocean Saver, Eco Warrior, Hope Giver, addressing those goals, and each of those cards is associated with 4 charities which rotate. So it's very simple for customers. They get the card, they deposit money, they do transactions, and they're automatically donating. They can customize it to specific charities if they want. The big revenue model on that is subscription. So customers can pick the tier of subscription that they want. The higher the subscription they pay, the more cash back and more rewards they get, and the more they can donate. On average, people are paying about $4 under that model. We also make money on merchant fees from the merchants. That's a portion of the cash back. It's about 50 basis points. And then like any banking institution, there's interchange. That's the fees that merchants pay to process transactions. We're also planning on launching probably next year Karma in store. This is I think a really cool product because it means when you go to a store, there'll be a card reader. When you check out, let's say at Gap, for example, you pay on one POS, and then right next to that will be another POS reader, and you tap it. Your card is Karmified, and the next time you shop at Gap, you're going to be earning cash back that will go to the charities that you care about. So it's much easier to scale because you get thousands of people going to one store, and as you can imagine, thousands of stores. The revenue model on that is based on the cashback. We don't charge stores anything for that, and it's a simple per transaction revenue model. We're really excited. I touched on this in the last month on the presentation. Karma Connect for financial institutions. So, we started exploring this a few months ago. I went to a conference in Florida, met with a bunch of financial institutions, credit unions, community banks. Everyone's super excited about karmifying effectively their products. So you've got more than 9,000 community banks and credit unions in the United States. That's about 167 million customers. And that allows those financial institutions to essentially offer that B2C product that I just showed you to their customers. The great thing about this is it allows us to scale faster. And the revenue model on that, we don't make interchange fees, and there's no subscriptions, but we do charge the financial institutions a fee about 10-20 cents per active monthly user, and about 50 basis points in merchant fees. So yeah, we're currently in Q3. Q2 we launched, as I mentioned. Right now we're in Q3 in terms of and focused on those the B2B product and the partnerships. And Q4 we'll be looking at scaling faster and growing as we bring on especially those community banks and credit unions. And 2025 we'll be looking at new products and new markets like the Karma in-store reader. Some investment highlights. We are very early stage, but high growth fintech company. We've been working on this technology for over 2 years, and we've got a very strong first mover advantage. There are other platforms that do donations, but this is quite different. And when I talk to partners in the fintech space and financial institutions, they're really excited about the fact that this is coming from a very robust cashback network that we've developed and continuing to develop, and customers love cashback. So and it's an easy way for them to donate. The B2B product allows us to scale faster, and as we scale faster, we'll be looking to launch the in-store product as well. So that was just a quick introduction for if you're accredited institutional investors, feel free to reach out to me directly, john@intellabridge.com, and I'd be happy to have a one-on-one meeting. I'd be happy now to answer some questions.
Yeah, we have a few minutes for some questions. Vishal asks, what are scale-up plans to attract customers in this competitive market?
So on the B2B side, we actually have very good customer acquisition costs. So it costs us about $20 to acquire a customer versus a neobank like Revolut, which pays about $150 to acquire a customer, or Bank of America, which pays more than $300 to acquire a customer. So we can acquire customers at very low cost. And a lot of that has to do with, I think, we're getting a customer signing up and then word of mouth marketing, which of course is the best type of marketing because you trust the friends and family that you talk to. So that's on the B2C side. On the B2B side, what we're doing is these 10,000 financial institutions, credit unions, and community banks, they don't have technology departments. They work with core tech providers like Fiserv, Jack Henry, Nimbus, and a bunch of others. So what we're doing is we're in the process of integrating with those core tech providers, which support the 10,000 financial institutions. So Jack Henry being one of the top core providers, that's the first one we're integrating with. There's actually a slide I can show you. It's sort of was a draft, but I'll show it to you anyway. So we've been working for several weeks on building a prototype, which will go into Jack Henry's marketplace. So Jack Henry is an $11 billion market cap company trading on the NASDAQ. They have an open marketplace. It's similar to, like, you can imagine the Apple marketplace for apps, but this is apps for the community banks and credit unions. So we're going to be showing this prototype. Actually, I'm going to a conference next week. It's the Global Credit Union Conference. There's thousands of credit unions there. I'm going to be demoing this product and presenting there at the conference. And getting having an opportunity to talk to hundreds of credit unions. So Jack Henry is one of 12. So our plan is first Jack Henry, and then over the next months integrate with the others. I've already had conversations with others. They're super excited about integrating this because it's a fintech for good, and everybody likes fintech for good. So that's sort of our scaling strategy.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Question about, do you need to raise new capital soon? And what are your plans to support the share price?
Yeah, we have a very low burn rate. It's right now, I think it's about $80,000-$90,000 a month. Yes, we will need to raise more capital, especially if we want to scale. And given our first mover advantage, we want to scale fast. In terms of share price, investor relations, we are working on multiple strategies. The first one is getting analyst coverage. That's really important to have analyst coverage because it's a third party that's covering the stock, and it's a trusted third party. So we're in discussions with several research firms to get coverage. As you know, we're trading in Germany, Canada, and the US. So in each of those markets, we're in discussions with influencers that are going to be covering the product and the company. We're also looking at channels within those, newsletter channels within those, and platforms, which many of you, I'm sure, are looking at to advertise and market on that. OTC has also been very helpful, and I'm going to be doing some podcasts and presentations with OTC.
Wonderful. And last question, how's the feedback been from your customers?
Yeah, the feedback has been amazing. We're really excited about the B2B opportunity, and because it allows us to scale much faster. And Jack Henry also has a dev conference, so we're going to have an opportunity to meet with all their customers in November in Texas. And so, yeah, looking forward to giving you an update in a month's time on where we are with the product and our scalability.
Perfect. Thank you for this update, John.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, stay with us. We'll be right back with Logic Mark.